Supreme Court has directed government, employers as well as nodal bodies to implement the act properly. Namaskaram, Seshadri, HRIR Safety Consultant, Corporate Trainer. Supreme Court has given one judgment on POSH Act on 12th May 2023. Yeah, so many POSH cases will be there. For that, something court case will be there. The judgment will come. What is the importance of this Supreme Court's judgment? Yes, there is an important, because in this judgment, Supreme Court has directed government, employers as well as nodal bodies to implement the act properly. For that, it has given timeline, and then it has asked to ensure the act is properly implemented. That means the implementation is lacking. Even though act was enacted in 2013, 1997 Banwari Devi case judgment has come. In that, from that, Vishaka guidelines were followed, and then based on the Vishaka guidelines, 2013 Parliament has enacted the act, but still the implementation is lacking. It has clearly evidenced in the recent case which was handled by Supreme Court. Let us understand what Supreme Court has told the government and the employers. Particularly, we should know what is the role of employers and what they have to do, what is directed by the Supreme Court on this judgment. Let us understand. The Supreme Court's judgment on POSH Act: implementation needs urgent attention at workplace. That was the word used by Supreme Court. So it is requires urgent attention regarding the implementation. What are all the challenges in implementing the POSH Act? Means definitely creating awareness is the greatest challenge, because it is awareness. Due to this, many are not reported. Many harassment cases are not reported, because even you can see in cinemas also, when the people come for with complaint, they will be keep on asked on the incident. So one incident, 1,000 times it has been asked by the people who are reviewing that. Second one is the proper grievance redressal mechanism, whether it is available. If it is available, that is known to the employees, that also question mark. The workplace culture. These are all the challenges is faced during the implementation of POSH Act. So what are all the recommendations by the Supreme Court in this case? First of all, what is this case? It was happened in Goa. In Goa, one university. In that university, one professor has joined, and then on him there is a sexual harassment complaint received by the manager. So they have received sexual harassment complaints from the students. They are keeping one inquiry committee. From that inquiry committee, they started inquiring what has happened, but it has not as per the law or as per the rules of regulations of the university. They have not communicated what is the complaint they have received to the respondent. Not only that, they were keep on calling, and then there is no gap given between the inquiry and another inquiry. And the inquiry, once it was fixed, suddenly it is preponed, like that also happened. Not only that, after completion of one inquiry committee, it has handed over the report to another committee. That committee started inquiry. After that, that respondent was suspended. After suspension, that inquiry committee has submitted the report, and he was permanently removed from the services. So that respondent was going to courts, and then finally it has went to Supreme Court. That Supreme Court observed what are all the violations, because why the Supreme Court has given this judgment, that is landmark judgment we can say, because the executive, the inquiry committee or execute whatever the committee, it is not having the knowledge on how to proceed or how to conduct the inquiry itself. It has not followed the natural justice. It has not given the proper information to the respondent, as well as no chance given to the respondent to explain its position. Not only that, one case was going, suddenly some more students given some complaints, that also added in the same case, and then they have given another notices. Like that, so many things, it was not followed any procedure in that case. Now, Supreme Court has taken that case and given landmark judgment. It has recommended that those people, the matter is recommended back to the compliance committee. So properly compliance committees, that is internal compliance committee, they should only inquire the sexual harassment case. It should be recommended by the Supreme Court. The committee shall afford adequate opportunity to the appellant to defend himself. We have to give natural justice. We should follow any inquiry. You have to ask respondent also what is his position, why he has done. Now that's why even in organization we give show cause notice. Why you are giving show cause notice? Because natural justice should be followed. Complaint has come, we have observed like that. So what? Why can't we take action on you? So you explain your position like that. We are giving the opportunity to the respondent. We are following the natural justice. The same thing it has directed by the Supreme Court. The appellant shall not seek any adjournment of the proceedings. So there should be no adjournment. Keep on, it was adjourned. That also it has been directed by the Supreme Court. The respondents are directed to complete the entire process within 3 months. As per POSH Act, the inquiry should complete within 3 months. That is, they have to give the complaint within the 90 days. 90 days complaint only they have to take. And then within 60 days, the inquiry should be completed. All other process put together, it comes are approximately 3 steps. Supreme Court now they directed those people to complete the case in 3 months, all the inquiry in 3 months. The procedure should to be followed by the committee and the disciplinary authority shall be guided by the principle of natural justice, because earlier whatever conducted, no natural justice followed. As per the rules of the committee, we have to follow that, also directed by the Supreme Court. The rules applied will be as per applicable to the relevant point of time. So today's scenario, you can take what are all the rules are available today, because it was happened nearly some 10 years back. So those things you have to, I think not 10 years, more than that. So that we have to take at that time. What is the point of those things happen? That point, the rules should be followed. The appellant will not be entitled to claim immediate reinstatement. So you cannot think because Supreme Court has given yes, everything it was cancelled, whatever happened earlier. Because of that, he will not get reinstatement, because his case should be the way they have proceeded inquiry, everything it was wrong. So it has directed the people to conduct as per the rules, as well as he cannot ask for back wages, whatever the things. So these are all the recommendation given in that case. Okay, this is for knowledge purpose. Okay, this is one side. What is the direction to the government? What is the direction to the employees? That is very, very important. We should understand. So it has directed the unions and states, that union government as well as states, it has directed. What are all the directions? Union government, state government, union territory, time-bound exercise to verify the constitution of ICC, LC, IC and composition as per POSH Act. That means everywhere they have to ensure whether IC, that is internal committee, is there, internal complaint committee, or local committee. Those should be either it has been constituted or not as per the POSH Act. They have, government has to ensure, state government has to ensure, and union territory has to ensure. Where? In the government offices, government organizations, wherever they have to ensure, government has to ensure, government organization. That one. So ICC, LC, IC mail ID, contact numbers, as well as the procedures prescribed for the online complaint, because it is a big, government is a big. So online complaint procedure should be implemented, as well as mail ID, contact numbers of the IC. The IC members who are all the committee members, as per policy, as per act, it should be displayed. It should be visible to everyone. So like that, it should be made, as well as their contact number, mail ID also available to everyone who are all working in that place. Not only that, it is not only for employees who are visiting that place also, they should know who are the members, what is their mail ID, what is their contact numbers. So the procedure prescribed for online complaint facility also should be provided by the government. They have to ensure IC, they have to ensure online complaint procedure also. The relevant rules, regulations, and internal policies are made readily available on the website, because since it is a big organization as well as public is involved, so all the policies should be available. The POSH policy should be available in the website itself. That has been clearly instructed by the Supreme Court to the government. All the government, whether it is a union government or state government or union territory, they have to ensure IC, all its connected organization has constituted the IC. The policy is displayed in the website as well as online complaining procedure they should implement. Not only that, this is government organization. Some of the organization with a semi-government, those things. The similar exercise in all the statutory bodies, professionals at the apex level and the state level, including those regulating doctors, lawyers, architects, they are all having separate organization, CA organization. Architects, they may be lawyers are there, organization, doctors there. So wherever the people are assembled, more than those people, the statutory bodies also, they have to constitute, follow the same. Bankers and other professionals, those people also, wherever they are having professional bodies, statutory bodies are there, they have to follow the same thing. What I see, complaining procedure, online complaint, online policy display by university, colleges, training centers, educational institutions, everyone, whatever the place people are there, definitely they should, government has to initiate and ensure IC implementation, complaining procedure implementation, online complaining facility by the government and private hospital, nursing home, everything, almost everything it is covered. Everybody has to constitute IC, online procedure, complaining procedure, policy should be displayed in their website, and then contact numbers, mail ID should be displayed visibly in their places. These are all the direction to the government as well as other statutory bodies. Okay, next is employers. What is the direction by the Supreme Court to the employers? Very, very important for us. We have to, all HRs should involve in that. Immediate and effective steps shall be taken by the authorities, management, employers to familiarize members of the ICCs, LCs, ICs within their duty and the manner in which in inquiry ought to be conducted on receiving a complaint of sexual harassment at workplace, from the point when the complaint is received till the inquiry is finally concluded and the report is submitted. What it has been told, all the IC members, namesake IC may be there, otherwise you have to constitute IC as per your first thing. So all the government also, it has been directed to ensure the IC, same way IC should be constituted, or not only constituted in paper, they should be familiarized what to do, what is the roles and responsibilities of the IC members, they should know. We have to upskill those people. They should know when the complaint is received, what to do, how the inquiry should be conducted, how the report should be submitted, how the punishment should be given, everything they should know. That should be ensured by the employer. Employer should ensure upskilling of IC members. All the members should know all the procedures as per the POSH Act. That is a very, very important for us. Next, the authorities, management, employers shall regularly conduct orientation program, workshop, seminars, and awareness program to upskill the members of the ICC, LC, IC, everyone, whoever as a members. Not only that, awareness session should be conducted to all the employees, even though male employees we should conduct, as well as we have to upskill the IC members. In earlier also they have told, and they should know what are all the roles and responsibilities. When the complaint is received, they should know everything clearly, because in that case, when the Goa case, their procedure they don't know. IC members, as a members, committee members, they don't know the procedures they have followed on their own. That only highlighted here. That's directed by the Supreme Court. Every employer should ensure IC is there. IC members are aware what is the roles and responsibilities. Management has to upskill the employers, upskill the IC members, everyone. Well, educate women employees and women groups about the provisions of the Act. If they know the provisions of the Act, if they know how the inquiry should be conducted, if they know how to give the complaint, if they know whom to be given the complaint, it will be ensured the workplace is safe for the women employees. That's why as a natural justice, Supreme Court is directed the employers, they should ensure IC is there. They should ensure IC members are aware their duties and responsibilities, how to receive complaint, how to conduct inquiry, how to give report, how to give punishment. Management has to ensure upskilling of IC members. These are all the things it has directed by the Supreme Court. Not only that, it has directed some authorities. What it has authorities? The National Legal Service Authority and the state legal service authorities shall develop modules to conduct workshop and organize awareness program to sensitize authorities, management, employers, employees, and adolescent group with the provisions of the act. So they have to develop a they have to develop a module, training module. They have to, who has to develop? National Legal Service Authority or state legal service authority. They have to develop a training module which will give good awareness to the all the people who are all working in the organization, as well as the adolescent group also they have included, which shall be included. All the POSH Act provisions should be included in the training, as well as that training calendar also should have that POSH training also. That has been direction of the Supreme Court. National Judicial Academy and state judicial academies shall include their annual calendars, orientation programs, seminars, and workshops for capacity building of members of the ICCs, LCs, ICs established in the high courts, district courts, and for drafting standard operating. For that, what are all the SOPs? Standard operating procedures to conduct inquiry under the acts and rules. What is as SOP? We can say policy. In policy also, you can cover one complaint received, how the policy should, how the complaint should be taken, inquiry should be conducted, everything that is called as a SOP also. These are all the direction by the Supreme Court to the employers, government, that national authorities also. That is directions to the authorities. These are very, very important thing. Everybody should follow. As a employer, as a private employer, as a HR person, what you should do? First, you ensure whether your company is having IC or not. Yes, IC is there. Next, educate the IC members. What are all the procedures? How to receive complaint, how to conduct inquiry, how to generate report, how to give its their recommendation to the management. That should be educated to the IC members. Create awareness program to all the employees, as well as upskill their IC members. These are all the major duties HR should ensure. Next, it is a brief about the POSH Act. POSH Act means what are all the main things we should know in brief. If you know the brief, then we can easily, nutshell, we can say POSH Act. Every employer is required to display. First thing, they have to display in notice in the organization, providing the details of protection given to female employees against the sexual harassment. Our workplace is against the, prevent the sexual harassment. Like that, you have to display. That is a POSH policy or sexual harassment prevention policy. You should display in notice board. Not only that, full procedure also everybody should know. That also should be displayed. Employers must constitute internal committee in the organization. What are all the members? Who you can be the external members? Those things, many things are there. Yeah, further video I will update you, or otherwise you can contact me how to constitute the IC in your organization. I can help you. Then women must head the ICC. That has been given. At least half of its members should be women. In the IC committee, definitely more than 50% women should be there. And the committee presiding officer should be a woman of the women staff of the organization. There may be senior most women we can take. The employer must take steps to prevent the sexual harassment to ensure that victims are not victimized or discriminated against, because they should know. Employer, that IC members also should know, as well as employees also should know what are all the provisions. Then it will not happen. Employers must provide necessary support, assistance to the complainant who is giving complaint, to make arrangements in case if he wishes to transfer somewhere, because if she cannot continue here, if any request, they have to ensure. They have to ensure their place is safe place on sexual harassment. That is the provisions given in POSH Act. So in nutshell, Supreme Court has directed private employers, IC is there, internal committee, you have to ensure. You have policy and displayed, you have to ensure. Online complaining procedure is there, yes, you have to ensure. IC members contact number, mail ID, everything given in should be displayed, you have to ensure. You have to ensure the training given to the IC members, upskilling of training, upskilling of IC members. These are all the minimum requirement you should follow. Any support required, you can feel free to call us. We are ready to support you on constituting the IC as well as drafting the policy. We will come up with another video on this POSH Act also. Thanks for watching. If you are liking this video, please share this video to HR fraternity. Definitely it will be a knowledge and helpful to the HR fraternity. Thanks for watching. Thank you.